Hey guys, it's Jen from Beauty Riot X. There's a good chance I'm gonna have lipstick on my teeth through the video, but who cares? We've all been there. So today I'm gonna show you like a bunch of new makeup I've accumulated over the last 2 months, and I'm pretty embarrassed about it. Well, maybe ashamed is more like, I don't know. Anyway, and yes, I know you're all thinking this, my hair is absolutely as dirty as it looks. We're gonna start with Natasha Denona. So the first two things, well, there's 5. If you've been on Sephora lately or Natasha's, we're on a first name basis, website, you'd see her Foundation X Full Coverage Fruit Complex foundations have been half off, as well as the Face Glow foundations. I just could not find enough real life swatches to figure out which shade I am. So I ended up buying 3 of the foundations, 2 of the face glows. And the colors still aren't right. I should have just gone to Beautylicious site and just ordered the one I thought was closest, because I always order neutral shades, but her line is very like warm yellow, and then maybe there's like red tone, I don't know. So it just really threw me, but I really wanted to try it, so I ended up spending way more than I should have, and I should have just bought one for the full friggin' price. Even though, oddly enough, they're not on sale on Beautylicious site, which is weird. So the 3 colors I got were 5N, which is like white as could be, 20Y, which is light, and 24W, which is light with a warm undertone. The N obviously has neutral, and then the Y has yellow. I have to mess around with like mixing them. I should be able to make some kind of tone that matches me. And then the other one is the Face Glow. We got the shades 10 Fair Neutral and 20 Light Yellow. I haven't gone too deep into these. I mixed a little bit with my foundation I wore today, which isn't Natasha Denona, it's Lancome. I know Samantha Ravindal used to love these, but I think she loved like the original formula, and I think they might have changed this, but I never tried the original, so I have nothing to compare it to. So I'm gonna like dick around with them more, but hopefully I'll figure out some kind of tone from both of them that matches me. Okay, KKW Beauty. I guess they're rebranding. So they had like a few weeks where they had like 40 to like 70% off their stuff. And I love their eyeshadow. Like I love the eyeshadows. I think they're fantastic, they're gorgeous, they're blendable. That's a pretty word. Blendable, and it's just a very quality product, totally worth the price, not overpriced, like just really good all around. So I got the Camo palette, which I mean is like so gorgeous. And I love that it's not like obnoxiously green. I love that they still threw in like nudes and stuff, because that's definitely more camo. I also got the Matte Cocoa palette, which is, I mean, totally to die for. And then I got the Crystalized palette, which I never heard of before. Also really pretty. So far, really, really nice. I haven't used them like extensively because I've just been lazy and I haven't been wearing like a ton of makeup lately, so it only stands to reason I've been ordering makeup like crazy. Then we have a few of her blushes and highlighters. So this highlighter is gorgeous, also from the Camo collection. It's in the shade Victory, totally perfect. It's a great kind of champagne-y for fair to light skin tones, love. And also it has that kind of satiny kind of finish. It's not too metallic, which is really nice and kind of subtle. Next, oh, I die over this. This is from the Honey collection. I think I have the Honey palette too. Where the hell is that? This is Honey Love blush, and I mean, it's gorgeous and subtle, but it also still gives you like a nice flush to your cheeks, and it has like the very similar formula to the eyeshadows, which again is amazing. And this one I thought was cool, and I'd never seen before. It's one of her blush duos in Classic Peach. So you have a satin formula and then a matte. Also super, super pretty. I love a good like peach, coral, orangey blush, and this is right up my alley. And they're pigmented, but they're not overly so to where you have to be careful. And just so you know, there is actually nothing left on her site. It's all like shut down now, and I guess they're like rebranding or redoing something. Oh, she's taken the West out. Okay, never mind. Skin Perfecting Setting Powder in number 1. This is gorgeous. Like, I didn't think I'd love it, but I love it. It's like I'm wearing it today on top of my foundation. It's very smoothing. It's not heavy. It's not cakey. It doesn't leave you overly matte if you're not crazy about matte. Yeah, so this color 1 is like perfect. It's like kind of translucent. Awesome. And I also got the Shimmer powder for face and body. I don't like this. This is in the shade Pearl, and it's a little too... It's that matte powder that has like sparkles in it. It just doesn't make sense. So when you pick it up and like it almost like falls off your cheek. I don't know. It's weird. I'm gonna pass this on because I don't love it. All right, so that was it for KKW. The next is some things from Jason Wu. I think he's a designer. I don't think he's a makeup guy, but I could be wrong. And he has a bunch of stuff at Target now. So I have his Flora 9 matte eyeshadow palette. It's 9 shades and they're beautiful. I used a few today, like for some blending and everything. It was the first time I used it today. And I really like it so far. I mean, like, again, I didn't use it in full capacity, but I love how it goes from light to dark, and there's not too many shades that are the same, except for like maybe these two are kind of similar, but you still do get a bit more darkness out of this, and this still is a good bit lighter. Yeah, so really good so far, and I think this was like $15 at Target, which I mean, isn't the worst in the world, but I think it's worth 15 bucks or 14, whatever. I need to learn how to talk. Then we have the shampoo I'm wearing today. The lipstick I'm wearing today, again, Jason Wu. This is the Hot Fluff lipstick. Oh, this is a clean beauty line too, just so you know. And this is in the shade Biscotti. And I like this because it was a really good nude with a tiny bit of warmth, but without being like too brown or too orange or like too yellow. There's a very fine line, and those shades I just look really crappy in. I think this looks really nice, if I don't mind saying so myself. And the last from Jason Wu, I believe, is this eyeshadow primer. It's the Wu Prime Eye, and it's in the shade, I don't know if there's a shade to it or not, Light. I haven't tried it yet, but you know what, let me take it out and see. I want to see if it's like silicone-y, because if it is, I probably will return it. Oh, cute. I've never seen one of those on one of these. Huh. It reminds me of the Flower Beauty, I don't know why I'm shaking it, but I'm shaking it. It reminds me of the Flower Beauty, like, blush bombs. Full coverage, ultra creamy eyeshadow base infused with vitamin E and B, guaranteed to make your eyeshadows more intense and longer lasting with no cracking. Good for shadow and glitter, it says. Oh, good. Okay. So this automatically reminds me of the Juvia's Place I Prep, I Prime, which is it's almost like a foundation kind of feeling, or concealer. Oh, cool. Okay, it's very, very light, but I put on like a ton, so I will definitely give this a try. I was really hoping it wasn't gonna be like silicone, like slippery kind of primer, because I hate those for my eyes. I used to like them before I knew there was something different, but okay, I'm definitely gonna give this a try like tomorrow or something. The next is like my new favorite foundation. This is the second bottle I bought. I think I actually have a third too. I found this at Marshall's. This is the Lancome Teint Miracle Hydrating Foundation, Natural Healthy Look with SPF 25. It's got like, out of 4, it has 3 dots of coverage, 3 out of 4 coverage, whatever. This is why it's weird. So this is the shade O-03. But then when I take it out of the packaging, the bottle says 0-01. This is the one I already have and bought. This is a new one. And they both say that. They both had the thing with the 3 on them, but then when you take them out, it's 01, which thankfully is like the perfect shade for me, but that doesn't seem right. Like, I don't understand how 2 could possibly, maybe that's why they were there. I don't know. But I saw this like a while ago on sale at Ulta, like online, and the reviews were very harsh. Like they were saying, oh, they changed the formula, this isn't the original. Now again, I don't know what the original is, but this is gorgeous. So I'm hoping this is the new one and I can get it again if I can't find this another time at Marshall's or TJ Maxx, because I would absolutely pay full price, which I'm sure is like around 40 bucks. Okay, so the next is, I don't know if I mentioned these. I might have like a handful of things I already mentioned in other videos, but whatever, get over it. So I have the two items by Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Shaving Stick in Light, and I'm wearing it today. Oh shit, I didn't put it down enough. And very, very subtle, but not overly. Really blendable. I use my finger to blend it out, more so because I hate that. I hate a brush stick, because there's no way, there is absolutely no way if you use this, you will not lift up your foundation underneath. It's impossible. Well, I'm just gonna pretend, I just pretend that's not even there because I love the actual product itself. And the other one, again, I'm wearing today, this is the Soft Sculpt Bronzer in Light. Super gorgeous, really blendable, buildable. It's not like crazy pigmented, it's really good to build up. And the shade is actually really nice. It's almost like a deep beige, which again, I like. It works really well with my skin tone. I think this is one of the products that I did mention before. This is made by Mitchell, the liquid blusher, but now he has like a contour bronzer line. I have the shade Shady Business. I like this, but I have to figure out a better way to apply it, because I've been using my fingers and it tends to be blotchy, and the Beauty Blender doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't actually move it around, so I have to find a better way to use it. Maybe I can find like a dual bristle brush, or I don't remember what the fuck they're called. Anyway, really good color, but I have to find a better way to work it. At first it was working fine, but the last few times I used it, it was just weird. Jesus, Jaclyn Hill, you motherfucker. This is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Rouge Romance Palette. Matte blush palette. I mean, can we just die over this together? This one and this one, I'm just dead. I haven't used this one yet. It's a little bit deep, but these are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, if blushes like this scare you, like bright, oh my God, you're missing out on the best part of life. These just make you look so healthy and flushed and glowy, and I mean, just shades like this in general, not this one specific, but this is a really good palette. I got this from Ulta recently, actually. Next is one of the palettes I'm wearing today. This is Supreme Bronze Artist Couture palette. This was on like my wish list or something. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I love this shade so, so much. Mattes are incredible. I'm not a huge like metallic fan. I just don't gravitate towards them. And that's not why I got this palette. I just got them for the mattes because they just called to me. And yes, I probably have all these shades a million times over, but I don't care. I love this formula. I have the nudes, their Supreme Nudes palette too. Also love. The next is from SugarPill. I've always wanted their big like pro palette. I think most of these are SugarPill shadows. They're like 2 or 3 of them aren't. But oh, they have such good shadows. I mean, pigmented, really fun to play with. And they do have like more kind of subtly shades. They just didn't have a ton in stock when I ordered this. Love, love, love so much. And usually like if you order this, you get, I think the palette comes free or something, and once you order all the shades. Okay, the next is a bunch of stuff from ColourPop. And to be completely honest, this was a nostalgia packaging purchase. If you're old like me, you'll remember this version of Barbie from when you were a kid. This was definitely my decade. It just made me so happy to see ColourPop come out with this particular generation of Barbie. So I got the whole like set. So I got like the hand mirror, so cute. And it's not huge, which I also kind of appreciate. And the collection was like on sale. I think it was like 70 bucks for the entire thing. 3 lip duos. I'm keeping Dream House, Golden Beach, and I am putting another like the hot pink one in like with a giveaway because I just won't use those. The palette is so cute. I don't really know how I would actually use the blues with the rest of this, but I don't even care. There's only 2 of them. So gorgeous. And I love ColourPop's formula. Like, they rarely disappoint me with their formula. And it also came with some doll lashes, which I don't think I'm gonna keep. I think I'm gonna pass these on like in a giveaway too, just because they're a little too like plush for me. But I'm very excited to try the rest of the stuff. I haven't actually dipped into it yet though. The next is a brand that has quickly become one of my favorite cosmetic brands ever. Nothing I've gotten from this girl's brand has been bad. This is the Linda Hallberg Cosmetics color palette. It's all matte. I love that there's actually like a neutral row, and then the rest are just gorgeous bright mattes. They're not neon, like they're not so bright. I could only wear it for like an 80s party. Huge fan. Again, this might be something I mentioned before, but this is also from Linda Hallberg, and I literally just ordered the rest of the line of these because she had them on sale on her website. Now it's taking for fucking ever. This is the Velvet Couture Liquid Lipstick in Nougat. This is absolutely my favorite kind of nude shade. It's kind of a slightly deep nude with a hint of like a grayish undertone, but not enough to look gray. Now the great thing about this is that you can use this on your lips, cheeks, and eyes. Like I wouldn't use this as like a blush, I would use it like as a contour. It has a really nice matte finish, it blends awesome, and it's buildable. Next, I haven't touched, and I've never even heard of the brand. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try a few like Instagram brands that pop up. And this is the brand Dear Dahlia. I'm pretty sure this is a K beauty brand, yeah. This is the Skin Paradise Sheer Silk Foundation Shade Finder Kit. I have the kit in light and fair because I didn't know which color would be right for me. And again, they didn't have a ton of swatches that I could see, but you get 7 miniature bottles in each. Now, it was kind of like these were like 30 bucks each. I think they probably should have been like more like 20. I haven't actually tried them yet, so I don't know if they're good or not, but this is the light selection. And the colors are very subtly different, like as far as tone and everything and lightness. And then I have the fair as well. So I'm looking forward to see what shade I am. And you know, if I can always use these for other things like concealers and contour and like that kind of stuff. Like I can find uses for these, and if I can't, I can pass them on. I love anything that has like silk in the description, like a foundation. Just makes me think it's gonna be like luxurious. Next is a Jessica Braun recommendation. This is the CoverGirl collab with Olay Advanced Radiance Age Defying Makeup and Sunscreen. I have the shade 120 Creamy Natural and 110 Classic Ivory. Again, kind of tough to figure out my shade, so I just bought both off Amazon. They were like 8 bucks each or 7 bucks each or something like that. Haven't really tried them, but I swatched them. I think this one, the 110, is gonna be my shade. I'm not really sure yet, but again, I can always mix them if I need to. I really have to stop doing that. Like, I'm an overbuyer, like 100%. It's so irritating. The next is from Face Shop, and again, this is a K-beauty brand. This is the Air Cotton Makeup Base in Lavender. It has SPF of 30. I'm pretty sure Lavender makes like sallow skin brighter or whatever. So I'm very excited to try this, and I love that it has SPF in it. The next is actually by Illamasqua, and this is the Color Veil Gel Blusher in the shade Entice. I think I'm gonna get more of these because I think these are like crazy gorgeous. Ugh, and it's so, so pretty. It blends out seamlessly. And while it's like a wash of color, it's very noticeable without being too much. I definitely want to try other shades, something maybe slightly more pink, because this does have like a slightly orangey, like bronzy hue that kind of like teeters on bronzer territory. Still so gorgeous though. I love the like formula for it. The next is, I think it's a UK brand, so I got this off Beauty Bay. This is the Unicorn Cosmetics Angel Palette. I thought this was so interesting. And while there's definitely a handful of shades that I'll never touch, I'm not like a periwinkle person or like this light blue or something, but so far, like I'm really crazy about the mattes. I think they're super gorgeous, super pigmented, really nice and buildable. I'm a fan so far. And it really was the like pinky shades that drew me to this because, I don't know, there's just something about pinky neutrals that, well, I just can't stay away from. And the last is, again, a UK brand. This is OPV Beauty. I got this for like $8 off like BoxyCharms pop-up. This is their Born to Shine blush palette. I mean, stop with this. I wish this was matte so bad, but it's not. It's kind of like, yeah, it's very metallic. Now these definitely need a light hand with. I haven't gone in with this shade yet, but I'm definitely going to because it's mind-blowing. This is so gorgeous, but I probably wouldn't actually use it as a blush. It's just too goldeny, but if you had deep skin tone, that would just be incredible. I'm very excited to try all this stuff. Have you guys tried any of this stuff? I'd like to know if you've tried the Natasha Denona foundations, either of them. Not the matte one, the Foundation X or the Face Glow foundation. Let me know what you thought about it. I'm kind of kicking myself for not just going all out and finding the right shade for me, but honestly, I did like the shade finder on her app and I think Sephora's app, and it was only showing me the shades that were available. So I just didn't pick right, and I'm hoping I can still use them for something, either to mix with other foundations or whatever. But there's a reason I stay away from like yellows and warms. Neutral is just like my safe jam. So that was my makeup haul. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you guys got anything new recently, anything that's dropped recently that you're really excited about. Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.